She's lost everything in Season 3. It's a super exciting time for Star Wars fans, what with The Mandalorian returning to our screens for Season 3. Pedro Pascal's Din Djarin and Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, are back in business, and Episode 1, titled The Apostate, saw them reunite with plenty of old friends, including Carl Weathers' Greef Karga and Katee Sackhoff's Bo Katan. However, while Karga has had quite the upgrade, being the High Magistrate of the newly thriving Navarro, Bo Katan's story has gone a little differently. As we catch up with the once great Mandalorian in Season 3, she cuts a lonely figure, with everyone having abandoned her after she lost the Darksaber to Djarin in the second season's finale. She gives Mando directions to the living waters in Mandalore, but not before telling him he's a fool, and that she believes the planet to have been poisoned. Ever the optimist, Bo Katan. However, this would not be the last time that Din would see Bo Katan, as she accompanies him and Grogu on their quest to Mandalore and reveals a lot more about herself along the way in the second episode of the season, titled The Mines of Mandalore. Bo Katan even recalls her days as a member of the royal family of Mandalore too, but there is a lot of backstory to discuss. So, what exactly happened to Bo Katan? Keep on watch for everything you need to know. Who is Bo Katan Kryze? Bo Katan Kryze is a claimant of the title of the ruler of Mandalore in the Star Wars universe. Bo Katan was first introduced in Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and returned in Star Wars Rebels. She's always been voiced by Katee Sackhoff, but the character made her first live-action appearance in The Mandalorian. A member of the Mandalorian race, Bo Katan long believed in restoring their world to its old warlike ways, against the more pacifist politics of her sister, Duchess Satine Kryze. In the Clone Wars, Bo Katan joined a terrorist faction, Death Watch. Later, in Rebels, she's gifted the Darksaber by Sabine Wren, and is declared the ruler of Mandalore after helping to overthrow Maul on her homeworld. As we've seen in The Mandalorian, doesn't quite follow the more dogmatic creed of the Watch in the same way as Din Djarin. She's also formed various alliances, including with Ahsoka Tano, which comes in handy in The Mandalorian. He's shocked to see them remove their helmets and doesn't trust their faction, but he does eventually agree to help them seize weapons from an Imperial freighter in return for information on the Jedi. Bo Katan wishes to retake Mandalore following the purge of Mandalore by the Galactic Empire, and seeks to recover the Darksaber after losing it to Moff Gideon. Bo Katan gives Djarin directions to find Ahsoka. Later, after Grogu is kidnapped by Moff Gideon and Djarin asks Bo Katan for help, and she joins him in the Season 2 finale The Rescue on the condition that she can take Gideon's cruiser and the Darksaber from him. However, after the battle with Gideon, Djarin rightfully wins the Darksaber and Bo Katan refuses to accept it as a gift, as it must be won in combat. Her loss of the Darksaber leads us to the scenes in Season 3 Episode 1 The Apostate, which show Bo Katan after losing everything, with her followers abandoning her to become mercenaries. Bo Katan's first appearance in The Mandalorian is in the Season 2 episode titled The Heiress, when she and her fellow Mandalorians step in to rescue Djarin from the Quarren. Bo Katan now lives a solitary existence in her ancestral castle on Clan Kryze homeworld of Kalevala. Sackhoff told Screen Rant of what's to come for the character. We do get to touch a little bit on her emotional journey this season, which is really fun for me. I love complicated characters, and I think that her backstory is so incredibly rich with complication, a lot by her own design. I think that there is a lot of deep, heavy thought and atonement going on in her mind, potentially. Which episodes of The Mandalorian has Bo Katan Kryze appeared in so far? Bo Katan Kryze has appeared in 4 episodes of The Mandalorian. Chapter 11, The Heiress. Chapter 16, The Rescue. Chapter 17, The Apostate. Chapter 18, The Mines of Mandalore. Please show your support by hitting the thumb up button, subscribing to our channel, and turning on the notifications bell so that you can keep to date with our content releases. Also, leave your question and thoughts below. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next videos.